Sailing downwind on the foil can often feel the most foreign part of it, because the apparent wind angle is so much further forward, we actually end up in a stance that looks like we're sailing upwind. There are two methods. We can either take speed downwind, stay in both straps and well sheeted in, or we can look to cruise downwind with a slightly more open rig, our back foot out, so generating less lift, but at lower speeds. The faster we go downwind, the further our weight will need to go forward. So actually, we often look like we're sailing upwind if we manage to maintain speed.
When I'm going to head downwind, I've got a couple of things to think about. As I go faster, I'm going to generate more lift, so I'm going to need to get my weight forward. So as I get ready to go downwind, I'm going to look downwind, sheet in, push forward, but then bring my weight forward as well. Now the faster I go downwind and the faster I accelerate, the more I can sheet in, so the rig's right over the centre line. I do need to think about my sailing angle as I go downwind. If it gets a bit windier, I go deeper, I bear away more. As it gets lighter, I come up into wind a bit more to keep myself powered all the time. The more powered up I get, the further I move my weight forward. I can move my hand forward, my head forward. As I get really powered up, I can even roll my knees forward and roll my feet in the foot straps to keep my weight over the front of the board. My other option for downwind is I can bring my back foot out to reduce the lift, unhook, and keep the rig quite open. This is slightly more controlled. I'm not going quite as fast. Again, I can keep the rig open, and either with really long lines, I can stay hooked in, or to start with, just stay unhooked. There's very little pressure in the rig because I'm going so deep downwind, and with my back foot out, that's going to really help me control the lift and control the ride height. The challenge is, if I do get a big gust, I still need to keep my weight forward. Got to be careful not to weight the back foot too much. In really windy conditions, this can often be the best way to go downwind and gives you a little bit more control. If I want to go the fastest downwind, that's about staying hooked in, staying sheeted in, keeping the weight on the foil, but then getting my weight forward just to control the lift.
Once we've got a feel for how the lift works in the foil, downwind can be done with almost no pressure in the arms, and that should be a great way of covering distance really quickly.